All right, it's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Let me check the settings real quick. We about to get into it right now. What y'all thought about the game? That was a good game. I don't know if I could call it classic. I don't know if it came down to the wire enough to call it classic, but you know, it was awesome. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna check some of the stats right now. First thing we're gonna get into is Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is just going crazy, And the first game he didn't have the greatest game. You know, he knocked down that shot though. That's what, it makes up for a bad game when you hit a shot like that, you know. And the second game they lost. I think Shea did real good. Shea did real good in both of them. I wonder what Shea's stats were tonight. I think this is finally the first game he didn't have good stats. Because he had good stats in the first game. He had 38 points. He had 38 points. Second game he had 29 points. And yeah, I think that's correct. Was it? It was 30 and 38. 30, yeah. 29 and 38. Because he scored the most points ever in the first two games of the finals, eclipsing Iverson and was it Mike? I think Michael Jordan. Yeah, those were the guys who scored the most points in the first two games of the finals ever in history. And Shea Gilgeous Alexander beat that. Props to him. Big shout to Shea, man. It must be hard, man, being the scoring champion, winning MVP, and being down 2-1 in the finals. And this is the one time that they got one more chance. That next game is everything. Everything. That's the pressure game. You know how like the sportscasters on ESPN or on other sports networks be like, this is the make it. There's pressure on both teams. Well, yeah, there's pressure on both teams in the next game. Who got more pressure on them? I would definitely say OKC. Because if they go down 3-1, it don't matter that they went 68 and 14. It don't matter that Shea's the scoring title champ. It don't matter that he's the MVP. Once you go down 3-1 in the finals, only LeBron James has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. Let me rephrase that. Only the Cleveland Cavaliers have ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals. Only once it's happened. They never even 4-0 hasn't even been brought to basketball yet in the playoffs. It's been done once in baseball. It's been done like 3 times in hockey. But it's for a 3-0 deficit has never been they've never come back from a 3-0 deficit in the NBA postseason. All right, so Tyrese Halliburton had 22 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. He was 9 of 17 from the field. 4 of 8 from 3-point range. Tyrese Halliburton went nuts today. And let me see something real quick. Who's that? That's Jordan and Kobe. That's the AI version. But yeah, let me see something real quick, you guys. That's the Tyrese Halliburton tattoo. What you guys think? And some other. See something. But yeah, man, yo, drop a comment, man. Let me know who you think. Oh, I see comments. Nanya. He said I got engaged. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I just seen it. She said hugs. Oh, God bless her, man. God bless her. I'm glad y'all two are happy. Congratulations. Her name is Crystal. That's what's up. You know? Yeah, man. I'm happy for you. I haven't talked to you in a second. You know, as I see you, you've been busy. Well, I was gonna say, do you watch basketball, Nanya? Mm. It's been a second. I don't remember if you into basketball like that or not. You know? Yeah, the description says Game 3 of the finals saw the Indiana Pacers take control of the series with a 116-107 win over the Oklahoma City Thunder, thanks to a complete team effort led by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton flirted with a triple double, dropping 22 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds on 52.9% shooting. What a great game from the field, 50% from 3-point land. The Pacers offense was locked in all night. Benedict Mathurin, yeah, he came through. Benedict Mathurin exploded for 27 points, showing poise beyond his years. Yeah, because he's young. He was drafted in 2022. Benedict Mathurin is like 23 years old. Benedict Mathurin exploded for 27 points, showing poise beyond his years. In his first finals run, Pascal Siakam added 21 points. Yeah, he did good too, Pascal Siakam, with aggressive slashes to the rim, while Miles Turner brought a balance with interior scoring and strong defense. Halliburton's 20 and 10 magic struck again. Yeah, bro. He every time Halliburton goes 20 points, 10 assists, they win. And I told people too on a earlier, I don't know if it was today or another day, that Halliburton's assists, Halliburton's playmaking ability, it changes the game. So the fact that Tyrese Halliburton is playing the scoring champ and the MVP, it's a little different than if somebody else that isn't that good at passing was playing him. Because it's almost like it's like Magic and Bird. Even though Bird was a good passer, Magic Johnson was an amazing passer. And it kind of offset like that, you know, well, Magic was that dude, but like I said, his passing game was phenomenal. You know, let's see what else it says. Pascal Siakam added 21 points with aggressive slashes to the rim, while Miles Turner brought balance with interior scoring and strong defense. Halliburton's 20 and 10 magic struck again. Indiana is now 21 and 1 when he hits that mark. The Thunder struggle to keep up, especially with Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren having quiet nights. Yeah, I knew they did bad. While SGA showed heart and put up a solid performance, he didn't have enough support to withstand Indiana's well-rounded attack. The Pacers' chemistry, spacing, and timely shot making overwhelmed OKC. With the series shifting in Indiana's favor, it's clear that the Pacers are clicking at the perfect time. If this version of the team shows up again in Game 4, they just might be writing history. All right. What I was going to say. Oh, let me see something. I don't. You are changing my mind. All right, cool. I like that comment. He said, "I don't watch basketball, but you're changing my mind." Yeah, it's my favorite sport by far. It's the most action packed, in my opinion. But if OKC loses the next game, it's a wrap. You know, only LeBron has come back from a 3-1 deficit. It's just the truth. Only the Cavaliers have come back in the NBA in history from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. and come back from that 3-1 deficit before LeBron. It had never been done, you know. What, you seen it in person? The Pistons game, Nunya? Yeah, more fun in person. It's an event, you know what I'm saying? It changes the whole thing. I've been to 2 basketball games. Big shout out to my man Alan Fowler, who rolled up from Houston to come see me because we both have special needs children, and we had that in common. And when I made the music video, we became friends. And he did the most amazing stuff, and told me he was coming to New York, and he had 2 tickets to go see the Rockets game if I wanted to see a game, and if I had ever seen a game in up close and personal. And he got us front row tickets to a Knicks game. And it was it's crazy. I didn't know that they set up the food and all that on the on the bottom section where all the people that could afford first row seats. It's crazy. It's different. There's food is everywhere. It looks like you're at a party. You just got to pay for drinks. Everything else is on the house, gratis. you know so yeah, man, Miles Turner. Big shout out to Obi Toppin. I know he didn't have the greatest game, but he's from Bushwick, so I gotta shout him out whether he had a good game or not. He's better than that too. Like he just wasn't. Let me see. I don't even want to because I thought somebody else was doing bad before, and then when I checked, he actually did good. Let me get Obi Toppin's stats from tonight. Give me 1 second, people. I'm just checking to see if I find it tonight. I gotta put more keywords. Game 3. Cut this out. Let's see what happens. You see what I mean? I don't know. That's a weird answer. Let me see. Go to ESPN real quick. They said he had 22 points tonight, but I just want to double check that because I don't want to state something that ain't on point. I made sure to get myself some Tyrese Halliburton's and some Shea Gilgeous-Alexanders before this series started. And something told me to grab a little more of Tyrese Halliburton because he hadn't gone up like Shea had. So if I wanted to buy more Shea Gilgeous-Alexander trading cards, I would have had to come out my pocket more than what I had before because I have a lot of SGAs. But if I wanted to get more right now, it's not the same price. They raised the prices. So I'm like, you know what? They didn't raise the price on Tyrese and Tyrese Halliburton. I'm like, they should have. I'm like, you know what? Anybody could win, even though, the odds say, like in Vegas, the odds favor the Thunder by a lot, and I bought a bunch of Tyrese Halliburtons and it's paying off. I was so happy he won today. But at the same time, if you look at it in totality, it don't matter if Shea or Tyrese wins for me as far as being a collector, because I have them almost equally, you know. But yeah, Tyrese Halliburton, for people out there, man, I'm telling you, it's real, The cards, they don't go up until after they win rings and certain accolades, Tyrese Halliburton is cheap right now, and he's not gonna be soon. The most important rookie card of his is the Panini Prism 2020, 21, number 262, rookie card, Panini Prism. It's a chrome card, and you could get it for like $5. If it still didn't go up, I was buying them for $2 or $3, but I've seen them rising quick. People want 10, $15 now, So, but let me check the stats for the game tonight. Playoffs stats. Oh, man. I want them to give me the wrong thing. NBA playoffs scores. Let me do playoffs. Playoff bracket. All right, this is where you get the data. All right, here we go. Damn, I'm having a hard time finding it. You know why they didn't post it yet? Let me see something. Scores. Let's try that. Oh, I got it, people. Finally, you see, you don't. I wasn't trying to like stress it. If I didn't find it, I didn't find it. That's when it popped up. All right. So Chet Holmgren. Wow, Chet Holmgren didn't do as bad as I thought. His field goal percentage was bad, and his 3-point percentage was bad. He still managed to drop 20 points and 10 rebounds, though. He could have shot a better percentage, and yeah, he didn't hit no 3-pointers. All his points came from 2-pointers. Not the greatest game, He had 20 points, though. Jalen Williams had a quiet 26 points. I didn't even know that. Jalen Williams did better than SGA. If you're talking about points, Jalen Williams had 26 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds, 1 steal. He had 4 turnovers, though. Chet Holmgren had 1 turnover, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and he wasn't exactly on fire, if you get my drift. He was cold. 6 of 15 is not good. 0 for 6 from the 3-point line is not good neither. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a decent night. It's like he knows, he always shoots a good percentage. He went 9 for 20, which is pretty much 50% from the line, right? And then he got 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. 8 rebounds and 4 assists. He got 3 blocks, Shai. Yeah, Shai was the best player on OKC. Jalen Williams was the second best player. Chet Holmgren was cold. The turnovers killed OKC, and it's crazy because at the beginning of the game, Tyrese Halliburton was talking about when they lost game 2, it was because they didn't take care of the ball. What a coincidence. OKC lost today, and turnovers killed them. Between Jalen Williams and SGA alone, they had 10 turnovers. When your number 1 option and your number 2 option has 10 turnovers between just the 2 of them, that's not a good look, And they came out and took a big lead at the beginning, and it looked like they were just gonna destroy them, and then out of nowhere it switched. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, no doubt. I will. I just seen it. Yeah, you shout out Jay getting a few puts in for you. That's what's up. Legally. Hell yeah. That's right. It's legal in New York too now. You know how many years potheads were waiting for them to legalize marijuana? You know what I'm saying? All the Cheech and Chong, Willie Nelson lovers, all the people who love Half Baked, the movie by Chappelle. you know. But yeah, man. Yeah, he's a good kid. That's right, man. That's right. Thank God he got good teachers this year. You know what I'm saying? The teachers from the other school were acting up a little bit, you know. All right, so let's get back to the game. I'm gonna actually share something with you guys. This is the little commentary I put together about SGAs from the Souls of Sports series. This is my video.
Chapter 1. Origins. The Making of a Silent Assassin. Souls of Sports.
That's that
Number
dude
9.
right there.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Before the sold-out arenas, before the sneaker deals, and long before he led the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yo, if y'all ain't see my video on SGA, go check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play a little bit right now. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing.
To a deep playoff run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was just a quiet.
Shay's hurting right now, bro. Shay's hurting right now. I mean, at least I think he is. You know what I'm saying? When you devote that much of your life, I mean, they get paid really well. But for a lot of people, I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about them. I think they want people to know that they're champions. I think they just want to be champions. It's for yourself. Sometimes to know that you're the best, or that you're that good at something, that you're gifted like that. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? This kid right now, he's down 2-1. He won the MVP, won the scoring title. The other dude that he's facing don't have accolades like that, but you cannot sleep. You got to remember, first of all, it's not one-on-one. It's not like Shai and Tyrese Halliburton are playing each other one-on-one. It's 5-versus-5, and people come off the bench. As much as an influence as those two guys have on each team, they're not playing each other by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I put this video together. You know what's crazy? Like I did one video about Jokic. I did one video about a superstar, right? And it didn't have no clips. And I got a comment talking about where's the highlights. And I'm like, oh man, they don't want to see no commentary, no documentary about somebody without there being at least 2 or 3 highlights. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure to include all highlights and everything now. It's true though. What's a sports documentary without highlights?
Lanky kid from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Born on July 12, 1998, in Toronto, Shai was raised in a household that quietly echoed with athletic excellence. His mother, Charmaine Gilgeous, was no ordinary mom. She was a former Olympic sprinter who competed in the 1992 Barcelona.
Yeah, this is my documentary. It's a short documentary on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. These videos actually do well on my channel. I got a little series going. I got a new one coming out tomorrow or the day after on Tyrese Halliburton. And this is crazy because the last 2 that I did, it wasn't even on purpose. It happens to be the 2 guys that ended up in the finals. So this is Shai. I'm going to release the Tyrese Halliburton one within like the next 2 or 3 days. And go check out the Souls of Sports series, man. It's good. I got to add more to the Souls of Hip Hop. And there's like another one that I'm trying to create. But for now, the Souls of Sports series is real good. I'm about to put out episode 10 like in 2-3 days.
Games, repping Antigua and Barbuda on the world stage. His father, Vaughn Alexander, was a hooper too, known for his skills on the local scene and for instilling the importance of fundamentals and mental toughness into his son. From day one, Shea had athletic DNA in his blood, but no one could predict just how far he'd take it.
Shay's nasty. Let me read some of these comments real quick. One basket at a time. That's what's up. I have to flash that real quick. One basket at a time. Yep, one day at a time. You gotta keep from getting stressed out.
When Shea was still young, his parents separated, and he moved with his mom to Hamilton, a quieter, more grounded place than Toronto's big city energy.
These are all images I created. You know what I'm saying? Everything I created. You know, I edited everything myself. You know, yeah, and it's not easy. It takes work. Listen, I'm gonna tell anybody that watches this that creates content and edits videos, if your export is taking 14 hours, you need to get yourself a new computer. You shouldn't be going through that. And I know some people don't got the money to get a new computer. You got to pay attention to the processor. Make sure your computer, the next computer you purchase, especially if you're going to be a content creator, make sure it has an H processor. If you could get one with an HX processor, that's even better, but they're really expensive. Let me even double check the letters so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. Which are the best processors for computers, G? It's the H and the HX, right? All right, yeah. So yeah, man, get yourself a computer with a H or a HX processor. I couldn't believe that I was taking 14 hours to export an hour-long video. And when I got my computer with the H processor, that 14-hour export turned into a 3-minute export. And I'm not exaggerating. Now, if you do the math on that, it sped it up like 100 times, 200 times. You're going to be wasting literally, for like people who got a little older, they know how precious time is. You don't want to spend 14 hours exporting a video when it could take 3 minutes. And it's a problem that nobody really explained to me. I had to dig and figure out myself. And now I understand that RAM is important. Having a solid state hard drive is important. Having a good graphics card is really important, but nothing's more important than how powerful your processor is. You know what I'm saying? And I only say that because I did this video and I want people to know, that the processor is really critical when you're a content creator as far as exporting videos, and way more than just that.
Charmaine wasn't just raising a son. She was molding a future. Professional.
Oh, all right.
Her discipline and focused mindset left a lasting mark on Shea, who grew up polite.
What's up, Jack? Jack named Carol. Good to meet you. All right, Nunya. I'll catch you later, bro. Yeah, man. The processor, it matters, bro. I couldn't believe I was exporting for 14 hours, bro. Shit was wild. Then to see it happen in 3 minutes, I'm like, yo, shout to Jack. Thanks for stopping by, dropping a comment. That's what's up.
Humble and laser focused on whatever task was in front of him.
The images came out
good,
There wasn't
a need for flash or noise.
It's hard to get celebrity images to come out good with the artificial intelligence.
He let his work speak. That quiet composure that defines him today was born in those early days, walking the snow-covered sidewalks of Hamilton with dreams far bigger than his surroundings. Basketball wasn't something he was instantly great at. In fact, in 9th grade, Shea didn't even make the junior team at St. Thomas More Catholic Secondary School. He played for the midget team instead, a level below, and led them to a city championship. Where other kids might have quit or sulked, Shay locked in.
Yo, listen, when y'all get a chance, man, stop in on the videos and check out the Souls of Sports series. It's one of my first series that I got looking really good. You know, I'm proud of the Souls of Sports. I'm also proud of the music videos. You know, check out the music videos. I'm also proud. I'm really out of when it comes to the music, the thing I'm most proud of is my words. So check out the lyrics, check out the music videos. They're professional. Check out Souls of Sports, the documentaries. Check out the commentaries. I've gotten better. My last two commentaries that I release, I'm trying to keep a steady 8 in the morning release time too. But they're getting better too. And yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not gonna be up here for 3 hours, 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to shout you guys out, see if y'all seen the game, and show you a little bit of the SGA documentary. You know, thanks for stopping in, Jack, man. Yo, Nunya, big shout out. Yo, I'm gonna let y'all guys go, man. Let me know if you think SGA is in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment. It's your boy Spankdog, man. Much love. I'm out of here.